Inconsistent. Sometimes the super clip will actually show up, and in other occasions it won't.
Is the MONOPOSTO 2026 ERS system really inconsistent and unpredictable? When the
iRacing Crit Series champion
could not figure it out, so the greatest sim racer that's ever lived, that is me, had to step in. And I put some time analyzing it, and I guess I found out what is going on with it. And it's kind of a little bit flawed and inconsistent, but not in a way that you think. So here is what I think and how I think it works. Here as I approach the end of the straight in Miami, you will see that a super clipping actually does come in and the battery recharges, the speed decreases. Now, here as we approach the end of the second straight of Miami, you will see that the super clipping again turns up, the battery recharges, the speed decreases, and it is working. Now I will show you when the super clipping is not working. Here is it. I am approaching again on the same session, and in the exactly the next lap you will see that I am using my battery. My battery is over. I am approaching the end of the straight, but you see there is no super clipping. The super clipping has not activated. I am not recharging, the battery is not recharging, or the speed is not decreasing, and you will see again super clipping does not happen here as I approach the end of the second straight. So the super clipping did not kick in, the speed did not decrease, and the battery did not recover. So what was the difference between those two clips, between those two runs? Now let's play exactly those two clips, exactly those two same clips, and rewatch again. So this is the first lap where the super clipping actually does come in. So what did I do different here than the previous one? The answer to that actually lies on the timing ladders. Let's play that clip again. The timing ladder says I am on an outlap, and this is the decode of how the ERS works. So the game basically tries to guess if you are on an outlap or on an actual flying lap. So what I think is that when the game senses that you are on an outlap, it will give you the super clipping to charge your battery as soon as possible to prepare you for the next hot lap that you will be doing. And let me play that second clip again. Here is the second clip, and here you will see that I have a HL sign beside my name in the timing ladder. What that means is that I am on a hot lap, and because of that the super clipping does not work. And it is not only one track, I tried it on a few other tracks, that is Monza, that I will show you. But while testing a little more, it sometimes also happens when you are on a hot lap but the game senses that you are on a flying lap. So here is a way to avoid that super clipping not happening. So if you want super clipping in your lap, go out for the first out lap and do another out lap or a warm up lap, then on the third lap actually do your qualifying lap or the hot lap. That will induce super clipping when you are actually on your hot lap. Or if you don't want the super clipping to happen to you, you can do it on the second out lap, that is basically the second lap after doing the out lap. And so here is another test in Monza. As you can see, I am on my out lap and I am using the battery, and the battery does not almost fully drain, but yet the super clipping does not kick in. Actually what happens here is that because I did not use the battery to fully empty it, the super clipping did not come out, and here you can see I used the full battery and the super clipping kicked in. But there is a but. The super clipping sometimes occasionally does come in during hot laps, and sometimes it does not kick in during out laps or cool down laps. I don't know what is happening here, but the inconsistency that I have seen playing this game with the entire system of the super clipping and the super clipping in hot, not super clipping in hot lap, but super clipping in cooldown lap is not really how it works. Super clipping is not what the driver can control. It's a feature of the V6 50/50 split turbo hybrid engines. So I think Marco Pesce tried to do a little bit of a trick with the ERS. I don't know, maybe, or maybe it's a bug that will be fixed in the future. But super clipping in real life does not work like that. Super clipping works when the battery is empty. Doesn't matter if the driver is on an out lap or on a push lap. If the battery is at 0%, the super clipping will immediately kick in to recharge the battery by drawing power from the engine. Instead of sending it to the wheels, it sends it back, it makes it into electrical energy and recharges the battery. So this is the inconsistency that the electrical system actually has in the game. I haven't tested it out during the races, which I will do, so stick around for that, and maybe I will also make a video or a Discord post and YouTube community post, so subscribe to the channel for that. And since I gave you a lot of wisdom and I gave you a lot of knowledge at how it works that the other YouTubers cannot, I think this video deserves at least 15 likes from you guys. So if you are still watching this, the target of this video will be 15 likes. And that's it for today's video. That's why I am the greatest sim racer that's ever lived. You should not forget that, and I'll see you guys in the next one.